beer to the death. Well, and then... I've been known people under
he had to put his contract It's a 10-5 man.
Nervous. True.
Yep. This is his last contract. This is his last contract. He's in the airport.
When I was living in Castle Pennsylvania in the year 1971, I went to the Castle Shannon Public Library and got a record of Edgar Allan Poe reading from his short, well, not him reading from his short stories, but someone reading from Edgar Allan Poe's short stories. But the record skipped. And so you put it onto the Telltale Heart and it would go, true, nervous, very, but why do you say I've sharpened my senses? They have not thought. And you know, that sort of goes playing through my head in especially adverse situations. Why do you say I have sharpened my senses? They have not thought. But anyway, I want to do a bit. It's something that's under the headline or the trademark. Somebody was supposed to show up here and perform, but they didn't. Is he here? What's that name on the sheet there, Steve? Something, it has a trademark in front of it? Somebody's trademark name? What's the name? So, what?
Sidney D'Souza.
Sidney what?
D'Souza.
Sidney D'Souza? Is there a Sidney D'Souza here? Is he related to the famous D'Souza? And why does he have a little R next to his name as though he were trying to trademark it? Oh, okay. Thank you, Mike. Emodian AD. A man's got to do what a man's got to do. Well, this is something called Good. And it's called, oh, I should set this up first. Those of you who have ears. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm some sort of Nazi or something, but aren't you sick of like turning on the A&E channel and seeing your favorite, Hitler, but not seeing him, you know, you're just seeing the same old footage over and over, Hitler's victory jig, Hitler triumphantly hoisting a glass of Pilsner at Rodney Castle after he realizes that he's taken over Czechoslovakia. You know, the same old boring Hitler footage. Well, I proposed the Hitler channel, channel 70, and here's some sensitive music. Uh-oh. Hitler channel. It's all Hitler. No boring footage of Winston Churchill or Stalin to detract you from gazing upon your idol, the most powerful and dominant figure of the 20th century, Adolf Hitler. No, instead, all you see are pictures of Hitler triumphant, disproving the myth that Hitler is a vegetarian. The Hitler cooking hour, with all of Hitler's favorite meat dishes. Not stopping there, Hitler's sexual fantasies on lifestyles of the megalomaniacal and twisted. You'll see Hitler's sick fascination with his niece, Hitler's coprophilia, Hitler's missing testicle, fact or fantasy, and other Hitler facts too significant to ignore. Hitler, the man who, for better or for worse, shaped the 20th century. In the future, we may well ask ourselves, not what if the Nazis had won, but rather, what if the Allies had won? Because believe me, we don't know whether Hitler's won or not. And we won't know for at least 50 years. So be sure to tune in to the Hitler channel to get the latest updates on the 1,000-Year Reich. Part 1. This piano piece is by David McMahon. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here. I think the Gestapo got to him. Lenny Riefenstahl's making a documentary film about his life this very minute. You know, you see the crowds of people with, like, they're all grouped to look like Dave McMahon's head, right? And outside of the Dave McMahon head comes a little speech balloon. I'm Dave McMahon and I composed this music, copyright 1992, Dave McMahon. So take that, Mr. D'Souza. I'm going to bring up a, whoa, hey, what happened? Oh, okay, good, thanks.
Okay, I'll be very, very, very quiet. Okay? I'm sorry, I would like to fill the room with my booming voice, but I'm very, very shy and withdrawn. Please don't look upon me with disfavor. If you were to crush me with your enormous foot, I would have no recourse but to shrivel up.
But anyway, enough of that tomfoolery. I'd like to bring up a man from a different country, the independent country of Pittsburgh. Oh, here we go. So here he is, Steve Iskovitz, the man from the independent nation of Pittsburgh. So, tell me, Stephen, how do people say we're going to clean up the house in the independent country of Pittsburgh?
We're going to red up the house.
Okay, there is an independent principality within the independent country of Pittsburgh named Squirrel Hill. What is the logo of Squirrel Hill?
Rocky the Squirrel.
Rocky the Squirrel it is. All right. Now, what is the name of the local supermarket?
John Eagle.
John Eagle.
Oh yeah, John Eagle, of course.
And do you remember the advertisement for the Giant Eagle?
Yes, but I don't want to say it.
All right, I'll sing it. Giant Eagle is worth going out of your way for. Then they have this absurd cartoon eagle whose eyes look like capsized boulders going. This might have something to do with the fact that then candidate Reagan in 1980 posed with the Pittsburgh Pirates mascot, the Buccaneers parrot. A gigantic parrot was poking Reagan in the eye like this. It had its gigantic wing out, and it was like, you know, and Reagan was sort of like, whoa, what the? Like that. It was rather odd. Okay, what other, oh yeah, describe Monroeville, the independent municipality of the independent principality of Pittsburgh. Monroeville? You don't know?
I mean, I know where it is.
King Hotel.
All right, so what do people say to you when they get angry at you?
I'll kick your ass.
Did you hear that again?
What's that?
One more time.
Hey, I'll kick your ass.
Or, if they are older Americans, they might, not wishing to use profanity, say, I'll kick your bass. Get off of it. Get off of it. I'll kick your bass. Who do you think you're funning with anyway? I was in the IWW. I'll kick your bass. Get off of it. You got that a lot selling encyclopedias in the independent country of Pittsburgh. Who do you think you? I'm gonna call the cops on you. They're always threatening to call the police on you because civil servants are like, you know, the industry in Pittsburgh. You know, they create problems and then they create civil servant bureaucrats to solve the problems. You know, it takes the place of the unions. The government took over. Steve, when you were living in the independent country of Pittsburgh, what job did you have? You didn't have a job? Well, okay, like 75% of the people in Pittsburgh after the meals.
No, I work for General Nutrition Center.
The famous GNC.
Yeah, with the 20-second greeting. You had to say hello to every customer 20 seconds after they entered the store. Or you get fired.
Fascinating. Can we try that? Okay? Just count 100 in your heads, okay, with me? All right, and I'm going to pretend to be a customer in the GNC, and you, okay, and I'm going to like be prowling around. In fact, I will be a juvenile delinquent, as I so often was when I went to the GNC. I will be looking for sunflower seeds to throw on the kids riding the toy train in the deck below, you know?
Hello, sir. How are you today?
All right, let's try to get low. What happened, Mike?
You keep shaking around and you keep breaking it. That's funny.
It's a barrel of laughs. All right, this time I'm going to be a snotty kid who drops a $10 bill in the GNC. I got money, mister. I got money. I'm not going to steal sunflower seeds. Honest. You're not going to tell my dad, are you? Because if you tell my dad, I'm going to have to tell him that aliens kidnapped me and forced me to, like, you know, tear up big bags of peat moss in front of the A&P. Okay. Well, did you ever get any free stuff at the GNC?
Oh, yeah, they give you a free sunflower, or a free vitamin C pill.
They give you a free vitamin C pill. That's coming out of your salary, Iskovitz. 13 cents. And if you take the rose hips, that's extra. We used to go into little stores, in this little drugstore down by the shopping mall, and they had lemon sugars for 2 cents. Well, actually, they were free. So we'd go in, we'd say, "A water, please," and he'd give us a glass of water, and we'd get the little lemon sugars and we'd tear them up and pour them into the drink, and my cousin Bob would sit there and gloat. He'd say, 15 cents for a lemonade, but we got it for free. So then they started charging 2 cents for the little packages of lemon sugar. So then he would tear up 2 of them, maybe 2.5. 15 cents for the lemonade, and we got it for 5 cents. He used to knock out that cousin Bob.
That's an hour's salary. That's an hour's wages in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, how much did the GNC pay you?
What was minimum wage? $2.35.
$2.30. A whopping
Whatever.
What? $3.35? Oh, so what?
They only hired you for 20 hours a week, and if they advertised another position, like 50 people would come in applying for it. Only self-employed steel workers.
$67 a week before taxes. 67. Holy! I got me $67. I'm going to go home wild. Yeah! $67. Fire up the pickup. Get all the whores in town. Go on down here. I ain't gonna stop till every last one of my money's down there goes. Down in cleavage anyway.
But the cost of living's low in there.
Oh, how much lower? How much would it cost to rent a place in the independent country of Pittsburgh?
$5 a month less than here.
Oh, okay, so.
But whenever you say anything about it, everyone says, but the cost of living's lower.
$67 a week after taxes? Let's call that $57 a week. And it costs you $325 to rent an apartment in the independent country of Pittsburgh. Holy, well, I'm coming up short, about $100 short. What do you do on the side? Sell sunflower seeds to all the junkies? Hey, man, here, put the methadone in this here top hat. I'll give you some nice, healthful sunflower seeds, man. See, knowing them, they're 20 years behind the times. They're probably just getting into the hippie thing now, you know? Like impeach Nixon, streaking, all that shit. So I don't know. Stephen, we thank you for visiting us. This is the typical decor in the independent country of Pittsburgh. We thank you for visiting us all the way from far off and never sunny Pittsburgh. If you will bear with us, we're going to bring on the wrong hero in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
That was just like, maybe that wasn't the wrong hero. That wasn't the wrong hero. I think it was Francis DiMenno.
The only job is open next man with an axe, so put it right back in the sack. Yeah.
It is fitting that I address you earthworms from this towering height, for I am the wrong hero. First there is the wrong hero, then there is the wrong hero, then there is the wrong hero, then there is nothing, then there is nothing.
Then there is nothing at all.
Then there is you. Because I'm the wrong hero. And I'm writing a book. It's called That Sheepskin. And here's the selling point. Nobody can take that sheepskin away from you. Who would want it? I'm the wrong hero and I hate Arabs. They invented zero. That's nothing. You ever see those ads for Jolly Rancher candy? You suck on a Jolly Rancher and all of a sudden it's like you're taking an LSD trip. You're in the middle of the mountains in Colorado. What the hell are they putting in these candies anyway? I'm the wrong hero and I am not a human voice, but rather I am a pre-programmed sample. I am pre-programmed, to destroy your mind. I paid my taxes. Yes, make that even more ominous. I paid my taxes. Next year, I am going to fill in a special box. I want 100% of my taxes to go to war. This year, I went to a restaurant. They had tuna-free dolphin on the menu. My favorite. You know those inflatable dolls? I got one that talks back at you. I love you. Come to bed. Brush your teeth. Don't steal the blankets. You're a pig. I'm sorry I was late today. I was driving my car and I had an accident. I wet my pants. George Washington never told a lie. How did he get laid? What's more, you always see these signs. George Washington slept here. George Washington slept here. Oh, sure he wasn't just sleeping. That's why they call him the father of his country. That powder-haired rascal is stealing his silverware. Well, George Washington went to my apartment, and I got a little plaque, and it says, George Washington slept here, but he didn't get one wink of shut-eye because I was up watching him like a hawk, making sure he didn't make off with the family heirlooms. And I caught him in the dead of night, sticking his hands in my silverware drawer, and I said to him, hands off the fucking silver, powder wig head! This segment of The Wrong Hero was brought to you by Baby's Ass. It doesn't do anything, it just sits there and looks cute. Also comes in freshly powdered ass. It smells nice. Before you think that The Wrong Hero is some supreme and totally infallible being with no connection whatsoever to your puny and squalid mortal existences, let me remind you that I have a sister. And I used to play a little game with my sister. I used to huddle up in the blankets and put them under my arms and legs so that she couldn't take them away. And then I'd sing a little song and it went, you can't get my house, you can't get my house. Now you might not think this is odd, but I was 32 at the time. I fell flat. I despise you for not laughing heartily enough at that last humorous jig. Here is my curse. May you be reincarnated as an eternally ringing telephone at the Bureau of Motor Vehicle Registries. And I mean it. I like. Can I have less echo, please? I like to barbecue. I like the way the meat smells. I like putting them red hot briquettes onto the little charcoal grill. And I most of all like poking yet another hole in the ozone layer. I like to barbecue. Johnny Thunders died a year ago. I figured out after a year what Johnny Thunders represented to our generation. Johnny Thunders was Dean Martin with the puke out in the open. Love you. You're beautiful. I tried to start a Toyota Tercel, and the key got stuck in the lock. And it took me 2 hours to get out. And it reminded me of sex. Hero style. Why is medicine expensive and poison cheap? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Think about it. I sat down at a computer and wrote a story on a piece of computer paper. It was about a computer. I wrote it because it told me to. I must resist. Get my computer tape up there.
All right, let me follow you over. You want to go? Yeah, I'm going to check the train.
You know what Aza's talking about? He's talking about putting a penny on the railroad tracks and watching the train run over it and turn it into a shiny pair of scissors. Ooh. This segment of The Wrong Hero is brought to you by excrement. When you feel like shit, chew excrement. I'm the wrong hero, and I want to be famous. And pigs want to be circus animals. I could elaborate on that if you like. Just imagine you're a 400-pound pig. Then look in the mirror and see if there's much of a difference. No, imagine if you're a 400-pound pig in a farm, and all you have to look forward to is putting dents in the buckboard leading to your own slaughter. Wouldn't you like to be a performing animal in a circus if you were a 400-pound overfed pig? If all your life you were fed swill and garbage, wouldn't you long to fly? Fly! Thank you. Adults think I'm funny, but a lot of my humor can only be understood by children. I'm the wrong hero. I tried to join the Optimists Club, but I knew they wouldn't let me.
Maybe it had something to do with the fact that I had this tattooed on my forehead. Hi, I'm the wrong hero. Can I join the Optimists Club?
Sorry, that's the wrong joke. The punchline is, see that boutonniere? That's my dick. And I'm only the doorman. I'm starting my own detective show. It's called The Stupid Old Cop and the Smart Young Detective Show. Look out, stupid old cop! Gee, you saved me again. I don't know what I'd do without you. Does anybody eat at McDonald's?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to inform you of this, but McDonald's is Arcadia for gluttons. Okay? It's the Garden of Eden for arteriosclerotic fatties. Do you want to be one of the undead? Must have seaweed! Then eat at McDonald's. My father always tells me, son, if you build a better mousetrap, the world will beat a path to your door. I don't want the world to beat a path to my door, Pappy! And furthermore, what could I do with a bunch of dead mice? Sound to the meatpacking industry? I'm the wrong hero, but my friends call me Tyrant the All-Powerful. Those of whom I have allowed to live. A woman came into this restaurant and started breastfeeding her baby out in the front portion there. And the waitress came up to her and said, I'm sorry, miss, but we can't bring in food from the outside. But I made the milk in here. Sorry, our regulations are permitted. I got a job at a pet grooming salon. They decided to ease me into the job. So my task was to pluck feathers from a parrot's head. Too much on the side! Pretty bird! I'm the wrong hero. I want to commemorate eternity. But that would be redundant now, wouldn't it? So I won't. This segment of The Wrong Hero is brought to you by recombinant DNA. We bring things to life. Next time you have an accident down at your biological plant, be sure to have plenty of recombinant DNA on hand to fight off the bad, evil, recombinant DNA. The ordinary garden variety, recombinant DNA. When I was a kid, I'm going to get a little sensitive on you now. When I was a kid, I wanted to be, just pretend like my legs are doing the talking. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a veterinarian. So I could get bitten by ungrateful dogs that I was trying to soothe. But comedian is second best. The Wrong Hero has a psychiatrist. The Wrong Hero's psychiatrist said, wrong hero, you should be more assertive. And the Wrong Hero said, no! Who's that guy Perot running for president? Perot. I've got integrity. I'm rich. Vote for me. Perot. In the future, we will know so much about our health, it will make us sick. I like to go into stores, and when the sales clerk comes up to me and says, "Can I help you?" I like to say, "No, but turn around and I'll help myself." Put on these concrete spectacles, owl face, and I'll clean you out. Chapter 11, here we come. I said, I don't like the United States Constitution. And the FBI put me on their subversives list. It could happen to you. I will leave you soon, but before I do, I would like to remind you, each and every one of you, that God is in the details.
And why doesn't he get the hell out of there? He's making me nervous, always snooping around.
I'm the wrong hero. And the thing I hate most of all is when people ask you a question and then they
Doubt your intelligence and sincerity by following that question with, do you know? How far is it to Harvard Square? Do you know?
Yes, I do know.
One thing, you are a filthy monkey, and I am supreme lord over all.
Because you are beginning to bore me. Because you make me nervous. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
You're the reason that I had to slowly lose it. Can't stay in tune, can't even hold a note.
Yes, I'm talking to you. You are the reason that I had to be ordinary. And I despise you!
From the bottom of my heart and soul, heart and soul. Oh, how I'm losing you, heart and soul. Oh, I'm abusing you badly. Because you are supine. But at least you're not Jeffrey Wine. So where was I? Ah, yes. I am beginning to find speaking with you mildly distasteful, like dissecting a caterpillar.
Because you bore me. I could be going to the MFA and looking at all the French Impressionists and the Italian dames with big boobs off in that dark little room.
But instead, I'm here in this musty club.
And you are beginning to make me Just because you're evil,
This ends Cafe Cabaret.
Francis, that was great.
I saw
Now a song by Mung. That's Mung. On Cafe Cabaret.